On this, the fourth day of the fourth month of the year of our Lord 2022, the Washington Post is finally admitting that Hunter Biden peddled his father's influence for big bucks all around the world. Now, many people have suspected the Biden family's cash for favors scheme for many years now, but we've had irrefutable evidence of it since October 14th, 2020, when the New York Post reported on the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop hard drive, which revealed lots of degenerate sex stuff and, more damningly, lots of financial chicanery implicating not just Hunter, but his big guy father, too. When that story broke 2 years ago, the entire liberal establishment conspired to shut it down. I had actually forgotten until just now. We posted a brief special on it outlining what was in the laptop, what it really meant, and we were called conspiracy theorists and kooks and cranks and crazy people. Turns out we were 100% correct. You know how much I hate to say I told you so, but you can find it on my YouTube channel. You were not allowed to post this article, at least, to social media. You were accused of fake news if you even talked about this thing. You could not privately message it. And the papers of record all denied it. The Washington Post's fact checker, quote unquote, that he had, quote, not been able to verify or authenticate these emails. Said that there were fears that the emails could be part of a broader disinformation campaign by Russia. A slew of other Washington Post op-eds called the hard drive contents unverified, said they had never been authenticated, and called the whole report sketchy. The rest of the establishment media did exactly the same thing. The New York Times and all the rest of them. Now, however, the Washington Post is running big headlines. Inside Hunter Biden's multi-million-dollar deals with a Chinese energy company. Hunter, it turns out, made $4.8 million in retainer and consulting fees from a dodgy Chinese energy company in just 14 months. Because of his expertise in Chinese energy? I don't think so. I think more to do with his last name. Tony Bobulinski, who's a businessman who worked with the Bidens on their business in China, has gone on the record admitting that 10% equity was being, quote, held by H, Hunter, for his father, the big guy. Joe Biden has been caught with his hand in the cookie jar. We are talking about an historic degree of corruption. And the most left-wing establishment papers of all of them are admitting it. The question we should be asking ourselves is why? Why are these shameless propagandists all of a sudden turning on the Democrat president? Is it because suddenly they've given up their decades of dishonesty? They've become honest newsmen overnight? Or is it because Biden's ratings are in the gutter, his presidency is a failure, and the establishment finally wants him out? Before conservatives celebrate the left's confession that they lied about the laptop and rigged the presidential election 2 years ago, perhaps we ought to focus on the present and ask, what are the swamp creatures up to now? I'm glad you liked that clip. Now, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications, head on over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Stitcher or wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. Leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.